You walk outside, and a plant that looked healthy yesterday is suddenly struggling. The leaves are curling tight. There's a sticky residue coating the stems, and tiny insects are multiplying by the hour. Aphids cluster underneath the foliage, while whiteflies explode into the air the second you touch the plant. The garden feels like it's under attack. Most gardeners react the same way. There's a moment of panic, followed by an immediate instinct to spray the strongest chemical available to wipe them out. But attempting to maintain a perfectly sterile, insect-free environment ignores the complex biological relationships already at work within the garden. Harsh, broad-spectrum pesticides are blunt instruments. They don't target the specific insect eating your crops. They blanket the entire immediate environment in poison. This creates significant collateral damage, often killing the garden's natural standing army of pollinators, soil life, and the predatory insects that would have controlled the outbreak for you. This chart shows population curves over time. After a chemical spray, surviving pests rebound quickly due to shorter life cycles. Meanwhile, the predator curve flatlines. Without natural resistance, this second wave multiplies exponentially, reaching much higher numbers than the original infestation. By removing every insect at once, the ecosystem's natural defenses are dismantled, allowing the next generation of pests to flourish without biological opposition. Organic pest control works toward a different goal, suppressing outbreaks while protecting the life that keeps the system stable. Properly formulated insecticidal soap is one of the most effective tools for this, specifically targeting soft-bodied insects like aphids, mealybugs, and spider mites. On a cellular level, the soap molecules act like a physical wedge, prying apart and dissolving the insect's delicate outer membrane. Once that protective layer is broken, the insect's internal moisture escapes, leading to rapid dehydration. Unlike persistent chemicals, insecticidal soap has almost zero residual effect once it dries, which minimizes long-term harm to beneficial insects. Horticultural oils provide a second mechanical weapon. These lightweight oils coat pests and physically block their breathing openings, a method particularly effective against scale and mites. These mechanical methods neutralize the immediate threat without leaving behind toxins that would harm predatory insects arriving later in the day. Neem oil, extracted from the seeds of the neem tree, functions as a biological disruptor rather than an immediate contact killer. Once pests ingest neem compounds, it interferes with their hormones. This halts their ability to feed and prevents them from reaching the reproductive stage of their life cycle. Because neem works gradually by shutting down future generations, it can appear ineffective in the short term. However, it is actively dismantling the population behind the scenes. This type of intervention requires a shift in perspective, focusing on structurally disrupting the population over time rather than seeking instant results. Since organic sprays aren't persistent poisons, their success depends entirely on how and when they are applied. For soaps and oils to work, they must make direct physical contact with the insect. Missing the undersides of the leaves, where aphids typically cluster, renders the entire treatment useless. Environmental conditions also dictate safety. Applying these sprays during the intense heat of midday can cause the oils to injure the plant's own leaves. We also have to consider the source of the outbreak. Excessive nitrogen from over-fertilizing forces a plant to push out soft, tender growth, which acts as a primary attractant for many pests. If the garden environment is continually managed to favor pest growth, organic sprays alone will never fully resolve the pressure. Some of the most effective tools aren't sprays at all. A strong stream of water can physically disrupt reproduction cycles by knocking huge numbers of aphids and whiteflies off the plant. This kinetic approach works alongside environmental defenses, like ensuring healthy airflow, maintaining plant diversity to confuse pests, and supporting strong soil biology. Within this interconnected system of management, organic sprays serve as specific, targeted support tools. Ultimately, the healthiest garden ecosystems are rarely the ones that are completely free of pests. A low-level population of insects provides the necessary food source that keeps natural predators, like ladybugs and parasitic wasps, living in and patrolling your garden. Success in an organic garden involves shifting from emergency reaction to careful observation,
often tolerating minor cosmetic damage while the ecosystem stabilizes. When you stop viewing every insect as an enemy, you move beyond being a chemical enforcer and become the architect of a